Some girl.
Hi, welcome back to our webinar, Design Conversation, again tonight. And this is our last design conversation for year 2021 before we're heading to 2022. So tonight, with me, it's an honor to have Khoo with us. Khoo is a person that you will go to everywhere. He's everywhere. The person that you go to when you were talking about entrepreneurs, startups, and now even cryptocurrency, crypto world, NFT world. Yeah. So without further ado, I will pass the session to Kari to introduce herself more.
Cool. Thanks, Tung. Hey, thanks for having me for tonight's sessions.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, like what Tung says, my name is Curry. So I'm Penang, born, bred here, married, 3 kids. So my background more towards on the tech startup kind of things, and been quite a while. Also into crypto, just like things are not moving so fast, and there's a lot of regulations kind of things. Not so much innovation also for the past 5-6 years, but I think for the past 1-2 years, we see a lot of so-called like improvements towards to the crypto side. Just rather than people talk about Bitcoin or Ethereum's right now, a lot of things talk about today's topic is NFTs. Also, people talk about things like DeFi, games, kinds of things. So, beginning of this year's, I think there's a lot of news talk about these NFTs, and I kind of like also get excited onto it. So then been spending a lot of time with these NFTs with friends. I think have couples of online. Early days, I think beginning of years, a lot of people are on Clubhouse. So I was quite active on Clubhouse beginning of years. But I think right now everyone slowed down. Things start to open up, so start to go back, and I think hang out more towards this offline events activities. So let's get started with today's sessions. So we're going to talk about NFTs, right? So I say, I prepare the slides and things a bit last minute, but I try to put in as much content as possible. So just to take note for tonight's message, right? This is not a financial advice, right? This is a knowledge sharing, talk about informations, NFT, art kind of stuff. Always remember, you must do your own research, right? Don't listen to people, don't listen to rumors, all that kind of stuff. Cryptos, blockchain, or NFT is about technology, it's about code kind of things, right? Go do your own research. Crypto is a digital asset. So that's for today's message. Sorry, a bit about background sounds. My kids at home, as usual. I got 3 kids, right? So they always argue, I think. So there's a few things that you need to get yourself prepared, right? If I was going into NFTs, first you must have MetaMask. You can run away. So MetaMask is your crypto wallet, right? It's where you hold your crypto and also hold your NFT. Okay, so everyone basically need a MetaMask. There's also others. So-called crypto wallet, but MetaMask is the most popular and mostly widely used. Secondly, when you create your MetaMask, always remember, you must back up your secret recovery phase, because this is a decentralized wallet. It means like there's no email, nothing. There's no other way for you to recover except your recovery phase, right? If you lose that things, literally you lose everything in that particular wallet, right? MetaMask allow you to add extensions to your browser, right? Whether it's going to be Chrome, it's going to be your Brave or whatever, right? Always add the browser extensions, which will make the process a lot more seamless, especially you're accessing some of this web, right? And of course, you must prepare your masterpiece, lah, right? Today's topic is about NFT, right? So you must prepare your digital masterpiece. So what is NFT? So NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. So basically, it's a unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored in the blockchain. So a lot of people kind of like misunderstood that, when they got the NFT, they thought that they got the image or they got the videos or whatever. No, basically what you get is a code, it's a string of code, right? I also call it as your digital certificates, right? And basically, there's two standards when it comes to NFT. This is a bit more technical, right? It's one is called ERC 721. Now there's newer updates called ERC 1155. So this basically are protocols standards, means like the smart contract behind it, the technologies kind of stuff. Okay, so what can be NFTs, right? It can be a text, it can be an image, it can be audio, video, anything. Because basically, what does so-called this NFT did is actually it point the code itself to that particular image where you store the files or the videos or whatever kind of stuff. So basically, when you have NFT or you buy an NFT or you own an NFT, basically you own a single digital certificates, right? To certify that, to tell the whole world that this piece of image or whatever is owned by you. So it's basically how it works. So now the common questions like, what is the hype all about, right? Well, everyone talking about this NFT kind of stuff, right? So people's this is what happening. Everything's kind of like started on the beginning of year. NFT been in the market for quite long time. It's been in the market for years, really, right? But just like market hype kind of things. So beginning of years, people sold the NFTs total of it for 69 millions, right? Through Christie. So everyone know Christie is a very famous, popular, top-notch auctions house kind of things, right? But again, need to take note that it's not one piece of NFT. Of course, he's famous, he's popular, he did a lot of works, very nice works, a lot of studios, movie effects, kind of things. So it makes sense, right? Then Malaysians also have a lot of interesting stories. Like I think cartoons also sold his NFT for 1.6 millions. Then we have Hongi and a few more others. Then another things like CryptoPunk. A lot of people be talking about it, right? Simple, pixel arts avatar, which right now, right, at the value of 500 millions. Right, so the question is like, why does this just a simple pixel art? It's not like nothing fancy, but how can it cost up to 500 millions? Then Bored Apes. Then recent news will be Adidas, right? Adidas launched their first NFTs, and just a couple days ago, and it hit 33 millions. So literally, it's big hype, big market, big monies outside and things, and the advantage right now is basically like you guys are creative artists, designers. I think you guys should take advantage on this particular hype scene NFT kind of stuff, right? You don't want to left out from the market and the scene. So the question is like, why, right? Why with this kind of hype kind of things? What's going on, right? Why only happens like super hot for this year, not a couple other years? I think basically this is because of market trends, right? As we know, we are in last year's pandemic hit, lockdowns. Everyone's are moving to online. Most of the times, everything's are online. So anything's online, digitals become the key important things, right? That's why Zooms like right now we're using StreamYards, Facebook, everything's become hot stuff because we can't meet face to face, so everything go to online, right? Then games, then movies, kind of stuff. So because of the market trends, things are moving online. Anything to online related, so it become a big piece of the cake, right? So crypto is definitely one of it. Then secondly, they talk about the adoptions of the crypto communities in younger generations. Like same things, right? Most of the fellas throughout the markets news kind of things, like the generations is the ones that are adopting through this crypto, right? This online digital kind of things, because this is the biggest market the upcoming generations, people's, this is where the spending powers, all that kind of stuff, right? So same things like whether it's any brand, Adidas, Nike, Visas, all these brands, streetwear, fast trend, they want to target to the right crowd, which are the younger generations. That's why these brands are going into NFT also, right? And then bragging right. Everyone like bragging right, like why you wear Supremes, right? Why people buy Rolex, BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, kind of things, because it's a bragging right. So when things are moving to online, your Lamborghinis, your Rolex doesn't make sense anymore because these physical items cannot give you any bragging rights. So what's left with the bragging right is online digital things, right? This become an NFT because I say NFT, they are unique, right? Because of the string certificates, right? Means like if you own today's, you own this particular NFTs, basically you own it, right? And because it's online, you go check, it's direct proof that you own it, no one other own it. Means like, let's say I don't own these things, I cannot brag that I own it, right? So I cannot even cheat or lie because it's online on the blockchain. So it become a bragging right. A lot of people start to say that, oh, if you own this series of NFT, I only hang out with you, right? So it always started online, especially Twitter's, is like bunch of investors and VCs. They start to get into Bored Ape, punks, cool cats kind of stuff. So these people coming together as community, and as people say, hey, I want to hang out with their communities also, right? I want to let people know, brag that, hey, I hang out with celebrities. So this is where people start to chase, after this, and the price start going up lah, because it's always limited editions. Then of course this year is a crypto bull market. Beginning of years, your Bitcoin was like 16, 18,000, 20. Then right now like it hit 40, 46 kind of stuff, right? So basically double the price. If you compare to last year's, right, it was like less than 15s, right? Early years it was like 8, 9,000. So it's a crypto bull market. Means like a lot of people making money out from crypto itself. And because again COVID, everything's are locked down, like they do not know where they can spend the money, because COVID actually play very important parts when it comes to NFT, because people cannot travel, right? People cannot go outside and buy fancy expensive things, but people need to spend money. So these people who make money from crypto, end of the day, they'll spend it back to the crypto. That's why all this hype kind of things. So in general, to let you guys know what is the market size look like, crypto right now is at 2.3 trillion market cap. That's huge. 2.3 trillions. NFT itself, right? Because it's like short periods hype, it already hit 7 billion market size. Means there's so much transactions going on, buy, sell kind of things, up to 7 billion, right? And we felt that the market's just kind of like getting started, right? But a lot of people say, will they bubble? I personally felt, yeah, it will bubble also, because I think some things overpriced, definitely it will drop down, but some new things will be coming up. Right, next. Okay, so here's talking about two types of NFTs, right? So one is your standards designs, art, graphics, right? Where you can do your NFTs at the marketplace. I think one of the popular marketplace right now is OpenSea globally, right? You can put it this way: they are like your Amazons or your eBay's kind of stuff, right? Huge, big collections inside, right? So most of the people's are they are so-called buy, sell, or they mint their NFT. We create so we don't call create, we call mint your NFTs. It's down at OpenSea. So there's also others like Raribles. Local, we have our own also locals NFT marketplace. It's called Pentas. Then you also hear this thing called Play to Earn, right? Another type of NFTs. It is a games NFT. So the popular ones will be XC Infinities, right? And then Ave Gucci's, then Sandbox. Basically, this part of NFT, they are more related to the game side. Either it's going to be a character, either it's going to be accessories, or even a digital land. Like Sandbox is a digital lands kind of stuff. Like it's just like you went into Minecraft and you buy the land inside Minecraft and things. So it's a big hot things right now. Sandbox recently been invested by this big, huge VCs called SoftBank. This is the company that who also invested in a lot of unicorns, like Grab is one of it. They are like the world largest VCs of all from Japan. So there's these two. So, but tonight, we're going to focus more towards on the marketplace kind of thing, type of NFTs, right? Graphics design type of NFTs. So this is basically the flow process for you to get started on an NFT kind of stuff. So like I say, I'm going to keep it in a way that you guys are very new into this NFT. So this is the flow that you need to get into. Like first thing, you need to have your MetaMask, right? Your wallet. After that, you need to get crypto, right? Why you need to get crypto? Because for you to mint your NFT, you need to have crypto, right? For Malaysia's like proper legally, you can use Luno. It's easy to register, right? You can register through your mobile app. Just search for Luno, then you can find it. It's available on iOS, Android. Go in, registers. They'll ask you for verifications, snap photo, IC kind of stuff. After that, you are done. Then you can buy Ethereum. Right? After you bought the Ethereum, that you need to send it to your MetaMask. Right? From there, then you start to work it out other things already. Okay. Or you can get it from friends. Another way is that, let's say, you can ask around if some of your friends say, hey, I got some Ethereums or whatever, right? You can buy from him. Trusted friends, right? You buy from him, then you transfer the money to him or her, and he or she will transfer the crypto to you. Now, the next thing that you need to look into when you're on this NFT is that you need to set your strategy. Now, it's very important because this is going to be online. Whatever you put it there, is there already. You can't take it down, right? So strategy is very important, right? Understand that what is the market needs kind of stuff. So you need to look into your artworks, right? Prepare your artworks, right? And usually people come into series of artwork. So people buy one, then they like it, they might buy your second, third, or fourth kind of thing. It's just like how you watch, comics or manga kind of stuff, that there's always a continuities. So it's good that you have, type your serial network artworks. Next thing you need to look into the type, right? So some is just, we call it like avatar driven kind of thing. I think this one the most popular right now, like bot kind of stuff, is like you can use it as your profile photo, but some are just like designs. Some are a bit so-called very punk, right? Because they try to target all these online generations people, the new gen. So with a lot of punks, a lot of futuristic type of design. But it's again, so it's going to depend on you, what kind of designs that you like to do kind of stuff, right? Then you target that particular markets. Then you need to look into the pricing. Pricing point is very important. Like whatever, because right now you're selling your artworks, right? You must understand, like what kind of pricing point you want to put in. Don't benchmark with other people's, right? You set your price point, right? You got to feel that this is my artworks, right? I felt it worth this thing, right? This X amount of money kind of stuff, right? But you need to decide on that, right? And of course, you also must able to show to your potential collectors or buyers or your fans that why it's worth this much to pay for your digital art piece. Now, the next things I think what you can look into is also the loyalty. The nice things about NFT, why people are jumping into NFT is because of the loyalty. Loyalty means that, let's say example, I can say that I'm coming out a 100 series of NFT, but first when I put it out, I give it free, but I can put loyalties 30%, right? Means the first person that who come and buy my NFTs is basically free. They do not need to pay. But when he or she sell, because it's all on smart contract, always remember it's online crypto, right? It will execute these rules where you say that the price that sell 30% will come to me forever, and they can't change it. It's all are automated, right? It means like if that person sell $1, automatic 30 cents will come to me. If that person who bought at $1, after if he or she flip it for hundreds, I'll get 30. As long as people keep buying, keep selling kind of stuff, I always will get the loyalty, right? So you need to look into it on this thing also, but you need to be very careful. If your price is high, you put expensive, and your loyalty also put very high, people see it, usually in general, people will not collect, right? So you got to be careful when it comes to pricing and loyalty. Next, when you have all your strategies, then you need to look into which platforms that you want to sell, you want to mint. You need to understand NFT, they are one of the kind, they are unique, right? Means like if you plan to sell it at OpenSea, you focus at OpenSea, right? If you decide you want to sell it at Pentas, you want to focus on Pentas. So different places have different markets. Right? You need to plan of it, right? So a lot of people told me that, hey, Curry, Pentas is local. No, I don't like, no, not really. Right? Locals have its own local markets. I bought, to be honest, I bought a lot from Pentas also because I like local artists, very localized, I'm Malaysians kind of things, right? So I like all this kind of, so it's all about your appetite, right? So I like my local art piece. So I'll go to Pentas and I buy it from Pentas kind of stuff. But some certain art piece, I like it at OpenSea, then I'll go to OpenSea and bought it kind of stuff. Right? But you must choose, right? Don't jump to too many platforms because it's going to be very confusing. It's going to be very hard for you to do your marketings and manage your account kind of things, right? Next, we are looking about minting. You see, mint is going to be depends on the platform also. Like give examples, OpenSea accept both Ethereums and Polygon. In general, Ethereums are very expensive to mint. Means that to create your piece because the gas fees are very high. Right? Polygon's definitely going to be cheaper kind of stuff, right? Same with Pentas, we are using BNB. So let's say in general, the last that I saw, I think today's gas fees are very low. Like surprising, today's gas fees are very low for Ethereum. But let's say, I think today, if you mint a piece, I think it's about like, could be like 24 or $18 only. Like I think today's gas fees are very low. Just now I just saw someone share on the gas fees. But if you mint either on Polygon or BNB, it's less than $1, right? It's less than 50 cents also kind of thing. Are really, really cheap. Just last week, I was testing out to mint an NFT on BNB. I think it was it's less than 20 cents. I think just like few cents only. I can't remember. That's very low. Just like click mint and just test it out kind of stuff, right? So mint is where you decided that which platform kind of things, right? Next, of course, whatever artwork that you created, everything like you minted your NFTs, you must do your marketing. You don't do marketing, no one know about it, then you won't have buyers kind of stuff, right? So marketing play very, very important, and also must always know that where is your potential buyers, right? When you do NFT, take note, your buyers are globally. Any around the world can buy your NFT, right? You should look at the bigger pictures also, right? So you must look into like places like Discord and Twitter. Twitter is one of the place when it comes to NFT, definitely Twitter is one of the place, right? Then followed by Discord, right? Create your own channels, getting people in, promote, talk about it, because you are not going to do one piece, right? You're going to have series of hours, keep on, doing it. So I a handful of friends are right now full-time NFT artists, right? You'll be surprised, and they make good money, but of course they got to keep up with their artworks. They got to be very hardworking, come out with very nice, unique designs, kind of things, right? So again, you have to do your marketing. So next, okay, so this is basically to show you like how does all these crypto cycles will look like. Okay, so first I say is like you need to have your MetaMask, right? Your MetaMask is the most important thing. It is like your center of all this crypto activity kind of stuff, right? Then you need to get crypto, right? So you can get it from your friends, you can get it from Luno, or some people like to use Binance, right? So three in general, right now in general, I'm talking in general, three coins that you need to have, like either it's going to be on Ethereum, on Polygon, or BNB. But this is going to also, like say it's mentioned just now on the previous slide, depend on which platform that you want to mint. Let's say example, you want to mint, or you want your piece to be on OpenSea. I strongly suggest just use Polygon because it's really, really cheap, right? So you do not need to worry about your Ethereums anymore. If you want to do it on Pentas, then you need to get your BNB, right? So you need to take this extra notes, like for Luno, they only have Bitcoins, Ethereums, XRP, so they don't have Polygons, they don't have BNB. So how do you do it, right? So this is what you can do. you go to Luno, you buy Ethereums, send the Ethereums to your wallet, means like to your MetaMask. For MetaMask itself, then you decide which platform you want to go. Let's say you want to go to Polygons, right? No, sorry, you want to go to OpenSea. You need to have Polygons. This is what you need to do. You can use one of the D5, like 1 inch. I put it there, 1 inch, Uniswap, SushiSwap, or PancakeSwap. So you go there, we call it swap. Swap means that basically you change your Ethereums into Polygon, right? This is what you do, right? So let's say if you decide to say, hey, I want to put it into Pentas, I like the communities, my artworks is very localized, then you go to PancakeSwap, then to turn your Ethereums into BNB. So this is basically what you can do for you to mint your artwork and art piece. And you also need to take note that in general, if you mint it in in Pentas, basically you sell it in BNB. So same things, vice versa. After you sell, you get a BNB. Then you go back to the PancakeSwaps, right? Then after that, you convert your BNB into Ethereums. You send it back to Luno, and then from Luno, you sell it to Ringgit and go back to your bank account. So right now, it's not like fully seamless. So there's a little bit process kind of stuff. And I think this is also one of the reasons why people felt that it's a bit challenges, right, to go into do it themselves. I think this is also the reasons that we have this particular sessions to share with you all, right, how to get started and start selling your NFTs. Oh, now, so this is additional strategies to share with you all, right, what you can do with it, right? We're talking about also what's going on with others. I think this is very important. And this always, to me, selling NFT is always about strategy. Getting the right strategies, I think, is very important. So, the first note always remember is always about the artist, it's always about the designer, and it's always about the brand. No, I'm not saying that the artworks design is not that important, right? But what I'm trying to say is that all this always come back to the artist itself, right? I buy a piece, I buy NFT because of the artist, because I like the story, I like the artist, I like the design created by the artist. It's not because I look at the art, I like the art, then then I say I'll take it. I don't care who came out, all that kind of stuff. So it's always about the story behind. People buy arts because of the feelings. It's not about the logics, right? So always remember that. Same thing like like Supreme t-shirts, right? Just like one word Supreme, then it's gonna sell for a few thousand because of the brand, right? Right? You buy shoe 3 stripe Adidas, right? Mark, Pop, Nike, just do it. So it's always about the brand. Remember that, right? You artists, designers, is very important. Always keep it on that. Secondly, it's about the unique collections, right? So what kind of like collection is going to have, right? Your strategy is always say, okay, maybe you can put it, okay, this round I'm going to come out with let's say collections A, right? You do, let's say 20 type of designs. Then after that, then the next seasons, then you have collections B, collections C and D. It's just like your season, just like all these brands, they always have season kind of stuff, right? So having this unique collection is very, very important, right? And this is also keep drawing back your buyers or your fans. What you are trying to do right now is create a fans, right? So in general, say my case, if I like certain brands or certain artists or designers, I'll buy more than one. It's just like your shoe brands, your toys or whatever, right? Right. If you like, you keep buying, right? The same brand or the same artist itself. So it's the same thing. Next, you need to look into the rarity and the exclusivity. See, this is what people like. People like exclusivity, right? When people buy Supreme, because it's rare, right? You can't really get it here, right? Come on, Malaysians don't even have stock. That's why people are willing to pay a lot of money on it. Rare, right? And exclusivities. I think, again, look into that, right? How do you as an artist or designer create that sense to the buyer itself, right? So put it like previously, like McDonald's case, right? The toys people line up because it's limited editions. So people go and line up and buy kind of things. So when you create these things, you also need to look into, right? So let's say you tell people that, oh, this particular art piece I created, I'm going to sell it for 1,000 units. then people feel like, there's no exclusivity, right? There's going to be like thousands of it, right? Why even I want to buy it? But I said, oh, this is only going to be one of the kind, no additional already, right? Or it's only 10 selected people's going to get it. Then you can create a term and conditions, right? If you bought my previous art piece before, then you get a chance to buy this particular art piece. So you create the exclusivity and also reality. What next? You need to build a community. It's very important, always building the communities, right? Building a fan. It's just like any artist or any brands. It's always about the communities. You're always getting the fans coming in, right? So the best, of course, mostly are online, social media platforms. Right? That's why a lot of NFT designers, creators, they create Discord, because Discord have a very good communications way to build the communities. Next, of course, is loyalty. Like I mentioned just now, previously said, you can literally so-called give your art piece for free, but as long as you have good strategy on the loyalty side, right? Always remember, right? The nicest things about NFT, also one of the reasons I like, is because it enable artists to put in loyalties, right? Means like if you know very serious into doing this as a full time, as a long term, you keep building it, right? Your art piece could be one day worth a million. If you put a loyalty of 10%, every time it sell, you get 10% of it, right? So you can call it like a passive income or whatever you call it, kind of things like, right? But this is the part that I think I told a lot of people that you need to, as artists, you need to pay attention into it, and from there, then you will know that you will create we call it a lifelong revenue streaming to yourself. Now, so this additional some of the things that some of these people do, right, in the markets, right? They do, we call it airdrop. Airdrop basically is free free NFTs kind of stuff, right? So let's say you want to come up series of 20 different design, like series of collections. Then maybe you can put it that, the first 5 I'll give it for free, right? You come, you join my Discord, you follow my Twitters, you tweet me, you share whatever, right? I'll random or lucky draw pick 5 of them to give my first 5 design or art piece of NFT, right? So this is in general, I think one of the most easier way a lot of people use it to do their branding and marketing right, kind of things, right? And also you can also look into to earn loyalty, because you create the hype, although you give it free. If there's a value, people like it, they'll put it into OpenSea, they sell it, then you get the X percentage loyalty that you're putting in. So airdrop is one way. Second is always, I think I mentioned just now, is your collections and editions, right? So you can see right now in the general in the NFTs, they have this like one base design. The base design is there already. One character base design is there, right? Then after that, they add on many accessories to create different editions. Some with spec, some without specs, some wearing earrings, some wearing lipstick or whatever lah. So you create all these editions kind of stuff lah. So you have one nicely designed base, then you keep adding your accessories kind of stuff lah. So this is how you so-called you create your editions kind of things, right? And you make it. Always remember, again, my personal point of view, people buy NFT because it's unique. If I personally don't like to buy a NFT that have like X amount of quantity. I only like to buy an NFT that's only one of the kind, right? So again, must understand, right, your user minds and your user behaviors, right? Because they are your buyers lah, customers lah. Okay, so what's next? Okay, the next big things that my personal point of view is going to be on the NFT games, right? And NFT games could benefit a lot to artists, right? This is what I felt. I felt like this year's, I think, is a starting of good years or great years for a lot of artists and designers, right? Because I think it's for the first time that people are spending millions and millions of dollars to an artist, right? Online and digital, so compared to last time, right? We all know like Malaysians, like people pay peanuts when it comes to artists. But this is the first time I felt that people start to pay attention, right? Local Malaysian artists are making millions of it on this NFT. And next year's it's going to be more, especially when it comes to game. Why? A lot of games, there's going to be a time The games are not important anymore, except they have specific artists. Example, just like movie. Why movie pay a lot of money to the actor, right? To be honest, sometimes we went to watch movie, it's not because of the movie or the storylines, because of the actor. So this is what will happen soon, is where artists are going to be so important that when the games, they create their NFT games, they're going to ask a specific artist come, can you come design the characters or designs, this game for me, and we'll share revenue with you. Right. So this is one of the next things. Like, take note. Now, second thing is we call it the metaverse. Metaverse is so-called a concept of 3D worlds, right? Go in 3D worlds where you create the world, you play the game itself. Now, this is where, again, those like if anyone play things like Roblox or Minecraft, this is what going to happen, is where in the 3D world, the artist able to build the art or the structures itself. No, it will start to happen in this place called Decentraland, and same it happens to this called Sandbox, right? So artists, celebrities go in and build their own mansions, building or whatever, and they start to sell ticketings, and they also sell that the online exhibitions. So I want to come in, you pay $40 USD to me, then I give you the tickets, come in, talk to me, and check it out, kind of stuff, right? So this is, I felt that this is going to be the two next thing's going to like happens like next years and the following years. Of course, it's going to depend on the technologies also. I believe as the technologies slowly, evolve, getting better, then we're going to see a lot of these things a lot more seamless. So basically, that's all. Thank you. I think we've done it in 36 minutes. So I felt that there's going to be a lot of questions, kind of stuff. Hopefully, right? If not, then I'll top in a few more other stuff. Tui, pass it to you.
Thank you. It's very insightful, very good sharing. Right. To all the audience, any one of you who has questions about NFT to Kali, right? So if you have, please leave your questions on the comment side, and then we will try our best to answer your questions. All right. So, Kari, since we talked about NFT, so there are, I think there are lots of people who are new, who do not understand what NFT is, and they started to listen to a lots of people, lots of things and so on, and then they have a wrong idea about NFT. They will like jump into the conclusion that NFT is all about investing into cryptocurrency. So how would you tell that to them? How would you explain this to them?
So you can put it in this another so-called scenario. Let me give you an example. One simple scenario. It's just like let's talk about these things. This is called Apple AirPod, right? AirPod Pro. But do you know that in the market there's also a fake AirPod Pro, right? Original AirPod Pro will cost you about, right now, I think they have a discount like $899 right now, right? But if you go to Lazada, Shopee, or even like Facebook, right, you'll find out, right, a fake AirPod Pro will cost only $189. I think I also saw this some as cheap as 99 ringgit. No, exactly the same. So the question is like, when you bought these things, how do you know it's original or how you know it's fake? Right? It's always come back to what? It's a certificates, right? It's the warranty or it's the license kind of thing. So you put it this way: when you buy an NFT, literally you are buying the certificate, the original, to let you know that this thing is original. It's a certificate that worth the value. So again, when we come back to this, it's like you are buying the certificate, you are buying the products, right? You are not buying the money or whatever kind of things. So you are using crypto to buy NFT, right? This is the part that you need to look into, because in the crypto scene, everything's are in crypto, right? There's no like ringgit involved, there's no Sing dollar involved. So it got to be crypto. This is online digitals, right? And also NFT is like I mentioned, like is ERC 751. So basically it's using Ethereum's technology. It's the technology itself, right? So basically it makes sense that you buy it, If it's on Ethereum, you mean it on Ethereum, you buy it with Ethereum stuff. But again, doesn't mean that you need to invest into Ethereum, right? Basically, let's say example, like I sell it, let's say for 1 Ethereum, right, for my NFT, then I just I cash out into ringgit to my bank accounts, kind of thing, right? So crypto is just it's a medium for the transactions, right, and things. So hopefully that I think answer your questions, Junwei.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we have Lin Gore who asked you questions. Kari, so are you an investor in NFT or do you produce any artworks for people to buy as NFTs?
Right. So I'm not a investor, I'm a collector. So like I mentioned, so it all depends. So some people they are investor. Investor means they buy an NFT, they flip it, right? They flip it, hope to make more money. I mean, it's okay, right? There's nothing wrong. It's just like how art collectors or some of these trading toys collectors kind of stuff, right? So to me, I buy NFT. I buy the specific NFT because about the artist, right, or the artworks, right? I buy, I keep it, I collect, right? Of course, definitely, I hope that the price will go up one day, lah. But my intentions is as a collections, right? I keep it, right? So do I create NFT artworks? I'm not an artist, but I have a teams that we are in the process creating these NFT games. It's gonna take a while, but we are looking to create NFT games kind of things.
All right, interesting. Okay, next we have Michael Chua.
Michael Chua.
If one collection no longer sell for a few months, should we continue or build another new collection?
So this going to depends on your strategies, right? Now, my personal point of view, I think as looking in terms of artists and designers, I think you should keep on continue, right, on the new collections kind of stuff, because you want to see like what do the crowd like, what is your fans like, because you see NFT, I think it's a very new thing to a lot of people because you are targeting different type of users, different type of buyers, and because all these things are online, sometimes it's very hard to so-called to understand or to predict what do they want until you keep on doing, right? Different style, different patterns, different pricing kind of stuff. This could be very method, right? And by building an additional new collections also help you also because you learn more, right? You improve your artwork, improve your art piece, your designs kind of stuff, right? So in general, my personal advice, please continue building more and more collections. But make sure you got a purpose, lah. Don't build it sake of just want to sell it, lah. Don't do sake of doing, right? You make sure that whatever you do, there's a purpose, there's an objective on it. That's very important. And that's the reason I buy the art piece also.
Okay, Low ZY. By the way, did you mining those coins?
Mining those coins. So I'm not a miner. Means you can see that I don't have mining machine, so I'm not a miner. So I'm like says I'm a tech guy, so I like Ethereum because it can do a lot of things. It's a smart contract. I can build applications, I can build games, I can build a lot of things. So this is where get me interest into crypto because of the technologies, and definitely NFT is one of it. And now NFT games. I used to be in a creative line, and technology. I always felt like what method, what way, how to merge a creative and technology. So somehow this NFT games just show me a brand new world. So I'm very much into NFT games kind of stuff. So my idea of business is I create a games, right? Hope people go play, buy the characters, and same like any other business, you got to sell something, and just how literally hopefully I able to make money out of it. Starting product.
Thank you. Right. Okay. Anna Yong, how do you get MetaMask wallet?
So you go to www.metamask.io. Okay, MetaMask is free. It's free, literally free. Go download the plugin. So it have both your as your laptop or as your Mac or even on your phone itself. It have apps on your phone, but it's not the best work in the phone itself. I'll be very honest, right? Mobiles is not the best right now. Technology, the MetaMask technology haven't reached out to that, so best you download the so-called the plugins into your PC or your Mac, right? Then add on, always remember, add on the browser extensions, right? From there, they'll ask you, create your wallet. Then yes, you first time you create your wallet. Remember, always remember, and save your fast, right? The recovery words, right? The 12 word. Remember, save that, right? Don't let anyone know. No, don't let anyone see about it, right? That is like your master key, your master password kind of stuff. Hope that answers your questions.
All right, thank you. Okay, next one, Shireen Wee. What is your thought on Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Binance, and all those others networked NFTs project? What's the difference with all of them? Why is Ethereum project has more value?
Okay, so you put it this way, Ethereum is like the godfather for all these other chains like Solana, Polygons, Binance. This all we call it like they are different network, right? Ethereum is the main thing, right? Polygon, Binance, we call it, you can sometimes see this word called EVM. It stands for Ethereum Virtual Machines, right? So basically, the Ethereum is like the godfathers, right? But what the problem with Ethereum is that it have gone too big already. It bloated already. The whole traffic went so jam crazy like hell already, right? So it becomes slow, right? The gas fee become very expensive. So that's the reasons that, people having tough time, right? But things need to move on. So that's why people start to come out things like, Polygons, Binance, Smart Change, kind of things like to make the network a lot more faster, right? And a lot more cheaper. But all of them are still mainly focusing so-called their grandfathers like on Ethereum. So the networks, the standard everything are still following up on Ethereum's networks. And also that is also the reason why it make Ethereum so valuable, because they always are the godfathers kind of thing. So in general, there's no way that Polygon, Binance, Phantom, or whatever, they can overtake Ethereum. No way this guy can overtake Ethereum, because whatever they do, they still need to go back to the Ethereum itself for whether from the technologies or the security part kind of stuff. But each of the networks have its own fans. So I personally, I like Polygon. I'm a big fan of Polygon, right? The teachers also, I'm a big fan of Polygon. But next year, 2022, especially on June, right? Pay attention to Ethereum. That's going to be interesting happening to Ethereum. I'm also a fan of Solana, right? I'm also a fan of Solana. I'm looking to because I say I'm a developer. I mean, running projects. I'm looking to do some testing out the technologies on Solana itself. Previously, I test on Binance Smart Change. Personally, don't really like it. I don't really like it. I prefer to Polygon, so I spend a lot of time on Polygon. Okay, hope that answers your questions.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, Edward, what do you think about
Playamon? So there's going to be a lot of these NFTs, games, play to earn games, projects in the markets, right? In general, I think it's all a different preference, right? Some people like, example, like let's talk about toys, right? I like Transformers, right? But some people don't like Transformers, right? Some people like Legos, right? Some people like Hot Toys. Some people like Hot Wheels kind of stuff. So this Playamon is games. So it's all about personal preference, like what kind of games you like, what type of games that you like, kind of things, right? So it's all on about personal preference kind of things, right? For me, because I'm busy with a lot of works that need to be done. I got 3 kids need to handle. So I can't play Axie Infinity. Like I love to play Axie Infinity, but I can't play because I have no time, got to spend time. So I play Ave Gucci, so open up, I pet, it's like petting, every 6 hours just pet, then I close, then I can do my things. So against, it's all about personal preference. Okay. I honestly, I love sandbox a lot. But I don't have times to go in to build the thing, all that kind of stuff, right? So always come back to your personal preference. And I personally felt, I think, play to we call it play to earn games. It's going to be very big next. It's going to be very, very big. I'm also much into Metaverse lah. So hope I can get some times to spend more times on Metaverse itself also. Hopefully.
All right, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
Very insightful. Okay, Edward also said don't forget about Tezos.
Yes, of course. Let's say there's a lot, right? I think I'm also a bit quite big fans on Tezos, been following them, been have a lot of and a couple sessions on Twitter itself. I'm quite active on the Twitters. I'm very quite active on the Twitters.
All right, thank you.
Hmm.
So, another questions from EY. How about the Bitcoin? Do they use Bitcoin to do the
Transactions. Okay, so Bitcoin is the master of all, the godfather of all token, right? So that's why in our term is we have this thing called Bitcoin and alternate coin. Means that there's only one coin. It's called Bitcoin. The rest is alternate coin. Ethereum, whatever, is all alternate coin, right? Every coin or tokens have its own functions. Bitcoin, according to the white papers, okay, go through everything to white papers. There's only one function, is cryptocurrency, digital currency, to replace the market's so-called traditional fiat, right? That is the purpose and that is the objective, right? The challenges right now with Bitcoin is, the prices are very expensive, right? It's very volatile. Uh, the so-called the transaction speed is still very slow, right? So now a lot are waiting for another next update on the Lightning networks, and that's why you also can see that most of the Bitcoin right now, we call it wrap. Wrap means that they're on different networks, right? They are on, whether it's going to be Polygon, all these things. These all are wrap Bitcoin kind of thing. And will people use Bitcoin for transactions? So it's going to depend on projects, right? If you build a project, say that I accept only Bitcoins and transaction, you can do that. Then people use Bitcoin. It's always about your personal preference. Like El Salvador say that we like to use Bitcoin for the government country, so they use Bitcoin. So it's always about the project preference. Like for us right now, let's say I love Polygon, so I decided to say that our transactions we like do it using Polygon. So again, it's all about different project preference kind of things.
Thank you. Okay, same person.
Yeah.
How do you think of memes, NFTs?
So beginning say this is not financial advice. To be honest, again I'm saying I'm a tech guy, so I don't take memes seriously. Meme to me is always meme, it's always joke, right? In general I will not spend or pay money on memes or jokes kind of stuff, right? So personally for me, I will not. But some people like it, right? Me, I personally I will not. Like say that to me, NFT is always about the artist, right? If the artist that create what kind of artworks, right? So that's how I buy most of my NFT.
All right, thank you. Okay, from Shireen again. For us to take notes.
Okay. This is very important, right?
There are a lot out
A
there.
lot, right? And it's going to getting more and more scammers and hackers. It's going to get so you need to be very, very careful, right? So first thing is about don't simply trust people. I always tell people trust no one. Okay, whatever my wallet, whatever, no one know about it. Not even my wife. Okay, not even my wife know about it. Right? Literally trust no one. Right? Keep safe. Secondly, don't simply go to any website and start to click. Right? Most people we call it got whacked or got wrecked because they click the website and they have this like their code or whatever kind of things, and they grab all their crypto in their wallet. Right? Don't simply go to any website, right? Only go to the website that you are trusted, right? Again, do a lot research kind of thing. Don't simply install any of this software kind of thing. Now, one of the let's say you want to do all this research kind of things, I think the best you go to a website called coingecko.com, right? CoinGecko will list down like the top 10, top hundreds, trustable token, trustable website kind of things for you to go in kind of stuff, right? So do your own research. Don't simply go to any website. Only go into, like, especially if you're new, right? Especially, right, you're definitely new. Go into things that are a bit more stable. Like, don't get into new things, right? Those new, there's going to be a lot of projects popping up like mushrooms, right? Today they say they will worth millions overnight. Pop, they're going to whack. Nothing will happen. The project closed down. The website is even not working. So basically, you can lose a lot your money buying this NFT kind of stuff. So same thing. When I buy NFTs, right, it's always about the artist, right? I got to check through the artist, who this person's, because recently there's a lot of issue where, because again, it's all everything digital, right? So a lot of people just, we call it their scammer, that they steal other people artworks, they mint it, and they tell these people that they created it, and they start to sell. It happened a lot recently, a lot, right? So be careful. So like I say again, to me, it's always about the artist. Understand who's the artist, right? I like the artist, that I see the works, I follow. Usually I don't buy, I don't simply go and buy, right? I follow, I check it out, I spend sometimes, follow the Twitters, right? Sometimes tweet, or some they host online session, whatever, go in, understands, right? Twitter, they host a lot, we call it Twitter space, go in, listens, right? Ask questions, like it, then only buy the NFTs. So this is basically what I do. Not all, but most of the NFT that I collected, all these artists is someone that I know of.
All right. Okay. Oh, Tylo, Kevin.
I send you right now, Kevin. I send you right now. Okay.
Okay. From Lin again.
Okay.
Do you use Luno or Binance?
In general, I use everything, right? I use everything. Now, why? Because each of these apps, they are limited by its features and functions. Like I mentioned just now, Lin, to you, that I'm a fan of this Polygon, right? I'm also a collectors at Pentas. So Luno don't have Polygon. Luno don't have BNB. But no, I need to. I like art piece. They sell it at Pentas. They only at BNB. So what do I do? So at Luno, I buy Ethereums. I send it over to my MetaMask. So I use Pancake to swap the Ethereums into BNB, and then go to Pentas, and I bought the art piece. That's one of the method. The second method is same thing. I bought it at Luno, Ethereum. I send it over to my Binance account. I have my Binance, right? I send it to my Binance account. At Binance, same thing. I sell my Ethereum to BNB. I send my BNB to my MetaMask. Then I go to Pentas, and I bought the art piece. So these are the reasons I use both, right? Luno and Binance. Which one do I use most? Both lah, right? And also, there's also others, right? I think, like, synergies are from Penang, so can support synergy also, right? Then you have MX, then you have tokenized kind of thing. Just like Lunos are mobile apps, it's a lot more easier for people to use and register.
All right, thank you. I think that's all for the questions that we have.
Okay.
So, yep. So, thank you so much, Kari, for the insightful sharing. So I hope every one of you has got all your questions answered. All right. So if you have anything else, you can also contact Kari if
through Twitter.
Needed.
Yeah, you can follow me through Twitter. I'm very active in Twitter. Just look for Khoo. There's only one Khoo lah, all right? You search for it, even you Google Khoo, CURRYKHOO, you'll find me on social medias. Then you just ask me lah. Any questions? Twitter, I'm very active at Twitter.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tunwei, for having me here tonight.
Thank you so much, everyone. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
I hope this session. So, before I end, Merry Christmas to all of you and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So we will see you guys again
next year,
on January 2022. So have a great evening. Take good care. Stay safe. and enjoy your evening. Right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chung Wei.
All right,
Bye.
thank you.